Okay, so they asked me, man, how come you didn't explain your rice? This is one way of making my rice. I'm using 2 cups of jasmine rice, washed and dried completely. Once you start frying it, go ahead and drop in a serrano. Then we're gonna add half an onion to it. We're gonna continue to cook your rice. Once the onions are nice and soft, then we're gonna go ahead and throw in 1 little Roma tomato. Continue to mix. We're gonna drop in 2.5 cups of water. Add just a little pinch of cumin, that's all you need. 1 tablespoon of tomato, 1 tablespoon of chicken bouillon. We're gonna drop in a lime, a little bit of pepper. Continue to mix. Once this thing reaches a boil, then we're gonna go ahead and add some cilantro. We're gonna go ahead and cover it up, cut the heat to low, and we're gonna simmer this for 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, we're gonna let it sit for 5 minutes. This is what you get, perfect rice every single time.
I see a lot of recipes on how people make their arroz. This is how I make mine. You rinse your rice, then you add some aceite to your pan or whatever. Toast it until it's brown. 4 to 5 tomatoes, 2 cloves of garlic, a little bit of onion, some water, about that much. Yep. Then you toast it. Once it's toasted, you add it to your rice. And then you add some water, yes, and then you add some water, about that much works for me. And then you add nor Suiza, about 2 cucharadas, yep. And then 3 pinches of salt, since that already has a lot of salt in it. Turn it down, and then you cover it. Do not open it until it looks like this, almost ready but not ready. That's when you cover it again, you turn it off, and you put it where it's not cooking. Then it'll cook itself and it'll look like this.
Today we throw it back to the basics and learn how to perfect basmati rice, just like Haddad Kart makes it. First step is to always rinse your rice thoroughly until the water runs clear. Do not skip this step or it won't be fluffy. Our second step is to take the flavor to a whole nother level. We'll melt some butter in a pot and add our rice to it and toast it for about 3 or 4 minutes. This recipe we also add turmeric, salt, black pepper, and oregano. Turmeric is the key to getting that signature bright yellow color that's found in Haddad Kart rice. For our third step, we use chicken broth instead of water to amp up the flavor. For basmati rice, I like to use a 1 to 1.5 cup ratio of rice to liquid. Once it boils, drop the heat, bring it to a simmer, cover, and let it cook for about 15 minutes. It should be tender and fluff up easily with a fork. And you've now impressed yourself by making the perfect rice.
How to make the perfect rice. Add your oil to a hot pot. Drop in those spices. Put a little bit of garlic in there. Dump in that rice. And just mix it up a little bit. Then add some water. Put some bay leaves in there. Add some salt. Let it boil and cover that thing up. And voila, perfect rice.